Welcome back, grubbers. Happy New Year and all that nonsense. It's 2021, and I want to get off on the right start in good relations with my dear wife. We're going to do something way outside the box. That is the garage grubbing garage. And we're going to make broccoli. I know you're probably ready to unsubscribe, which is fine. I mean, we make a lot of really good food. Boy, that's interesting. Haven't smelled that for a while. This is cruciferous. And cruciferous vegetables, just like cauliflower is cruciferous. They don't smell great. In fact, when you cook them, they smell like, like the dog did something. But that doesn't matter. This is the best vegetable you can eat. And what we're going to do tonight, New Year's Day, in celebration of many things, is we're going to air fry. We're going to air fry broccoli. You're going to love it. It's ridiculously good. I know you're not going to believe this, but it's ridiculously good. And you're going to get off the right foot in 2021, both in health and your marital relations. So let's get started with some broccoli in the air fryer. Okay, first the prep. We got to prep the broccoli here. So we got our knife, and this is really hard. You just cut it, okay? Just cut the little, they're like tree trunks. And in fact, when we were raising little kids, little girls, they hated broccoli. So we came up with a concept to call them dinosaur trees. And all of a sudden, they loved broccoli. So we're gonna do our dinosaur trees here. And we're actually almost done. Now, I'm only doing a small group of florets or crowns or whatever you want to call them. That's about the right size. Pitch that. And here we have it. That was hard. This is actually a little easier, okay? And finally, a little spray oil. I already spray oiled the basket a bit, so that's ready to roll. All we're gonna do now is take our florets in our air fryer bin, and we're just gonna pop them in the air fryer, and we're gonna roast them at about 380, 360, not full on high, which is 400, but tone it off, pull it back a little bit, the temp, and these things are gonna crisp up beautifully in just about 10 minutes. And what I do is about 5 minutes in, I'm gonna shake, not do that. I fractured my pinky. We're gonna shake the basket just to move them around a little bit. And then in about total 10 to 12 minutes, they're gonna be perfect. Now, if you like your broccoli mushy, go longer to lower temp. If you like it al dente, then do it a shorter period of time at a higher temp. It's basic stuff. You can figure that out. So we'll be back shortly when we look at the first turn on our air fryer broccoli. Now, on a side note, you're not going to believe this, but it's true. When you roast these in an air fryer, for some strange reason, they taste like potato chips. So think about it. Think about it. You're going to replace potato chips with broccoli for a snack. So you sit in front of the TV watching some football, you can have a bowl of broccoli instead of a bowl of chips. So think about how many points you're going to score. Think about it. That's a good one. And one of the benefits of garage grubbing is we're in the garage. So sometimes you have these remnants. Now this is like a broccoli stalk. I don't know what you do with it, and I don't know who would eat it, but I predict if I go pitch this in the yard, within 24 hours, this will be gone. And it will not be a new broccoli tree. It'll just be gone. So where it went, I don't know, but it's going out the door. We've got some raccoons in the area, and maybe they'll take care of that little broccoli stalk. We'll see. It won't be there tomorrow. So before we do our broccoli in the air fryer, short story, and I know, no more stories, just cook, host. But this is important. It's very relevant because it has to do with the air fryer. And the air fryer is one of the great inventions, in my opinion. It's come on the scene like a hurricane, an appropriate term, living here in Southwest Florida. But it does have an interesting background. And it was actually invented several years ago by a Dutchman. Now, based on his name, I did some research here, Fred van der Wees. I'm guessing he's Dutch. I think he is. Fred van der Wees, whatever, invented the air fryer. And it's actually called Rapid Air Technology, or RAT for short. So he came up with the ability to take RAT and turn it into a kitchen appliance that could cook all kinds of things that an oven could cook with less fat and much faster, which is the air fryer. So what he did, and he toiled with it in his garage for years and years, and he finally came up with a working prototype. So he's a Dutchman, Germany's right there. So he thinks of who's the company in Germany that makes really nice stuff, little gadgets. Braun. And so he went to Braun. But Braun, if you've ever had Braun products, they tend to be like, they tend to have little cutting blades, like shavers or blenders, coffee grinders. They tend to, it's like a blade thing. For some reason, Braun's all about blades. So he went to Braun. They're like, nah, we don't understand this. All we know is blades. We don't know what an air fryer. Now, go away. So he left. So he went down the street to Philips. Philips, interestingly, at the same time, was also working on RAT, but they couldn't get their RAT machine to work. It just wasn't coming together. So in walks Mr. Fred van der Wees with his air fryer, and it works really well. So end of story, they get together, and the first commercial air fryer was made by Philips. It was very expensive, worked very well. And that's the story. And here we are today, where these machines are ubiquitous, they're everywhere. This one was $89 on sale from Amazon. It works great. So interesting story. And that's the end of the story. Now we're gonna cook the broccoli. And don't be alarmed if your air fryer is emitting some steam. It's just the moisture leaving the food. Now we're about 5 minutes in to a 10-minute cook. So we're gonna pull it out and we're just gonna do a little shakeroo here. See, back we go. Boom, we're back to it. Oh, there's our magic bell. So I bet that's an indication that our broccoli is ready. Let's see how we're doing here. Oh, they look beautiful. They look gorgeous. So let's, I always finish with just a little bit. I know that doesn't look that, exciting because it's just a small crown, but I think it is gonna be really, really nice. But always, the taste is the test. So, okay, let's see how we did. I think they're gonna be exceptionally good. It's pretty hot, but I'm gonna go for it. I think it's worth a try anyway. Potato chips. Potato chips. They're fantastic. get your air fryer, get some broccoli crowns fresh, chop them up, throw them in there, give them a little spray oil, about 10 minutes or so, shake them intermittently, and have a treat. Forget chips, we got broccoli. Thanks for joining, Grubbers, and hope you come back soon. We got more yummy things to do, and we'll see if that broccoli stalk is still in the yard tomorrow morning. I think it'll be gone. Adios.